My name's Rohan Manuel. I'm currently the project manager for a company called Work Healthy Australia. And in that capacity, I'm looking after all things IT. Having the OpManager tool was quite good because it allowed me to take people that didn't have the skill sets and provide them with a tool that provided good real-time reporting. And that enabled them to make some very good decisions as to where to put their effort, where to start looking, where to tackle issues like storage, and to do so before it became a problem. So that did actually change the perception within IT, and certainly the perception that the business had of IT. Because prior to that, IT was seen as a very reactionary department, where a problem would happen and then somebody would call and then they would fix. It went from that to being a department where we would detect a problem, we would resolve a problem, and would report on the fix back to the business, which meant that there was less downtime, which meant that the business had a lot more trust in IT, that we knew what we were doing, and that they were quite happy to invest in the product because they actually saw the value of having that product. I think for me, out of all the products so far, I think OpManager Plus is probably the product that I like the most. And I guess I like it because of the telemetry that it gives. Having a graphical way to indicate what the server fleet is doing is great. Having the metrics to be able to send out alerts, fantastic. Having tooling where it's cloud facing and I've got the ability to look at things on a phone whilst I'm out of the office, great. I think for me that hit a number of my desirables, because it meant that my work-life balance was actually possible. I wasn't bound to the office to ensure that the operation was running. I could get real-time, proactive data anytime, anywhere. And it was also very easy to customize and easy to read. Yeah, certainly. So I guess one of the things I like is the customization aspect, where I can drill down, look at switching architecture, look at how they've been deployed, look at the patch levels, monitor the performance of multiple network pieces of technology to understand load and stresses, but also then to overview that and have another view where I can look at the server infrastructure, the virtual platforms, and in some instances, remote data centers and their performance. I found the combination of having both of those elements, network and server, in the one platform, and having that data available, it's so much easier than some of the other toolings where I've had a dedicated network product, and then I've had a server product, and then sometimes you need to flip between two different products just to understand what's going on. Whereas this one, it was all so nicely integrated, it makes it very simple to understand what's going on. So with OpManager, it was extremely simple to deploy, even from demo mode to download it, to install it onto a device, and then to run the discovery tools to effectively look at our different subnets, to determine what devices were out there, to add them into the tooling before requiring agents, so we can get a view of what's there, and then to even deploy agents to get better functionality and more reporting on the devices out there in the environment. So overall, it was a very nice tool where we could choose just how deeply we wanted to step into our environment, from devices where we just wanted to have a heartbeat to devices where we wanted to get some real-time statistics and we wanted to get data on performance in terms of memory, compute, and storage. I'm actually very impressed. Traditionally, I've worked for a number of different organizations or worked with a number of different organizations, and typically you get a product and then you're left to implement and to get the most out of it. With ManageEngine, it's different in that the staff are actually willing to help you solve problems. And yes, the product's great, but it's also the additional support that I find extremely good. Having people that you can send a message to at any time of the day, having them respond back, having them be able to remote, having them physically be able to come on site and workshop options and solutions, I think is great. And also having that consistency across the platform. So every single product that I've used so far, it's always been the same approach, the same sort of methodology, the same sort of deliverables, and the same result, where it's at the end of the day, I've walked away going, you know what, value for money. And ultimately in the organizations that I go into, when I go back to the business, I need to show results. With ManageEngine, it's actually very easy to show a result. There's an expenditure for a product, there's an implementation for the product, and there's a tangible result.